about a good old flood. Watching that red clay turn to mud. Sling it up, slap past the doors like a new paint job on a 4x4. Girl, you're gonna have a good old time. Can't let a little bit of rain.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Vikings coming in at 2-2, going up against the Texans, who come in at 2-2. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, in 2 years' time, it will host Super Bowl 52. You get a look inside the impressive new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. Found a little room there as he's out to about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Let's go. Tiger. Let's go.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. Oh, he's going to air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
If the post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Jonathan Joseph goes under the radar a little bit as one of the better cover corners in the league, but his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
Now they try the right side here. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
You almost hear the wheels turning all the way up here. Do I go out of bounds? Do I put my head down and try and gain additional yardage? In this situation, I probably would have put my head down and just tried to get upfield. Going out of bounds did them no good, and they lost additional yardage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Here we go now. Green, 30. No. Check. Patriot. What's in there? Barney. Set.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eyes on him.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, he's toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Fresh set of downs here. Now back to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the pickup there for Lamar Miller, and he actually shredded his current team last year when he played against them. 175 yards, another 61 in the air, and 2 touchdowns.
I guess that's a classic example of if you can't stop him, go get him, put him on your team. Lamar Miller, big-time pickup for the Texans.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And the D looking like they may blitz. third down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the eye. Bridgewater now on second down. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. It's caught by Treadwell. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
They go play action here. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Setting up the screen for Miller. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Miller. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Minneapolis after this. 2nd down, 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked porous.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Bridgewater now from the 50. Surveying the field. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's Drew Butler now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Here's the option going right. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Tie game, but they'll get excellent starting field position here to begin the second half.
And it's the starting field position that makes an offensive coordinator maybe bolder than normal. Maybe you want to take the big shot right now. Go for a big play and get their attention early, or even just run your offense because you feel good about where you are and a chance to move the ball downfield.
Yeah, maybe they go for the big play. Time to find out. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Can't find anyone open. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So they don't get a touchdown here in this opening drive of the third quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
And now out comes Houston. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Kendricks, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now come the Vikings. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Cuts left. And now the rookie's free. And he cuts it left, and now room to move. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Get ready. Way 90. Way 90.
Bridgewater now on second down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
Let's go.
And they'll run it here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And he gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete to Mumphrey. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. A good pickup there at 22.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gets it to Strong. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Setting up the screen from Miller. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And it's 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Strong, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Second down, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd and short. So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Looking deep downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Here's Drew Butler now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Taking it about the 16. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 19. And that'll be good for a Houston first.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll look to throw. Finding time. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defense.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Out of the gun now on third down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Stonewalled on second down. Now let's see what they can do on third and goal from the 2. Back to throw again. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Now McKinnon. And some room to work. Cuts it out to the sideline. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense has it first and 10. He's back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Pass incomplete.
As a former DB, I never want to do anything to take away credit from a good play, and we just saw one there. It will force an incompletion by knocking the pass away. But if you're a DB in Houston, you love what you're getting up front because it makes you that much better. The defensive pressure that they get on quarterbacks, where they're often running for their life, or they're having to throw it faster than they want to, or their sight lines aren't very good, that helps you become a better cover guy. And I think the Houston Texans defensive backs take advantage of that.
This will be caught at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell in the final minute. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Format to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And some changes here as the D-line separates them. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. Muscles him off. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Minnesota, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now.